Good afternoon. I am Jamil Costa. I have been a student in the Transition Academy for 3 years. This program has helped me overcome my fears and has taught me how to prepare for my future. I have recently been accepted to Holyoke Community College, Macy Poole. Today, I am proud to be your Master of Ceremony. I hope that you'll enjoy this afternoon. I would like to introduce Ms. Kelsey Poole, who is the Director of the Academy.
Thank you, Jamil. Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to the brand new Holyoke Transitions Academy. We welcome all of you and can't wait for you to come in and see how we've made this place feel like home. For those of you who may not know me, my name is Kelsey Poole, and I'm the Transition Specialist. I'm surrounded every day by a wonderful team whom I'd like to introduce now. So raise your hand when I introduce you. Elizabeth Jazab, who has been a teacher in the district for 47 years. Norman LeBlanc, who specializes in culinary. He might even be in the kitchen. Oh, there he is. Okay. Francisco Rivera, who's grown with this program from a job coach. And our job coaches, Diane Brusso, Francisco Negron, Katie Hoare, Jasmine Ortiz Ramos, Brandon Damon, Patty Martin, Sophia Velasquez, and Carol we met. From the bottom of my heart, I thank these hardworking individuals, and if it weren't for them, I would never see my vision for this academy come to light. My wonderful mentor and good friend Sherry Elander once told me, a successful transition program must consist of individuals who are dedicated and passionate dream weavers, out-of-the-box thinkers, risk-takers, leaders, nurturers, self-esteem builders, self-advocates, and detectives who help students to explore their strengths, interests, and abilities while they also build upon these skills. I can honestly say that my staff exhibits each and every one of these qualities and fosters an environment conducive for our student leaders to meet these goals. Transition services must meet the unique individual needs of each student in order to prepare them for life as an adult. We foster independence, utilize teachable moments, and build confidence in order for students to meet their fullest potential. In the words of Sherry, our wish for each of our young adults is that the day after they turn 22 years old, they feel as valued, safe, heard, loved, and respected as they did the day before they turned 22 years old. When this is achieved, not only does the student win, but so does the family, school, incoming students, and community. The Holyoke Transition Academy provides work-based learning experiences and teaches students the functional employability skills necessary to work in an integrative setting. We're so fortunate to have wonderful partners. I'd like to recognize and thank our partners for their continued support and most importantly for allowing these students to be immersed in a professional work setting which allows them to learn and grow as a professional. We have students working at the Children's Museum as floor assistants. Thank you to Susan Kelly and Allison Seacard, who has been one of our longest running partnerships. We have students working at Kate's Kitchen as volunteers, which allows them to build their food service, customer service, and organizational skills. We thank Ralph Webb and his team for this valuable workplace. We've partnered with various schools in the district, which allows students to not only gain skills in the area of custodial and food service, but we can give back to our own Holyoke School District. We thank Tim Burns at the high school, Dean Campus, and Dave Rudzik at Metcalf School. Many of our students have interest in working with younger children. We're so grateful to work at the McMahon School as classroom assistants in Miss Trudeau's classroom. Thank you to Nathan Hayes of the Holyoke Public Library for allowing students who have a passion in writing to work in a setting aligned with their interests. Ashley Plant has been a key supporter through Sodexo in providing us with various work opportunities in the school cafeterias and on the delivery trucks with Junior and Ray. Deanna Barker has given our students the opportunity to take over the End Hunger Initiative, in which we fill backpacks with food that goes to family in need. I especially love being a part of initiatives that give back to the Holyoke community. We thank you, Deanna. Durham Transportation Services has partnered with us in allowing students to work alongside the bus drivers in an office setting, as well as provide on-the-job training as bus monitors. We thank Melissa Kelly for this new and exciting work-based learning opportunity. We continue to build partnerships and are excited about connecting with Vin's Auto, Montmarie Rehabilitation Facility, and Pedal Through the Youth. I'm dedicated to providing students with learning experiences in their field of interests, and I'm always seeking to build new partnerships. I want to thank everyone that supported us in the Holyoke Public School District and continues to do so on a daily basis. Anna Gomez, maybe one of our biggest cheerleaders, as she even reached out to the Boston Red Sox, inviting them to the event today. She specifically asked for Big Papi, and to our surprise, they responded, but unfortunately they had to decline because they had a baseball game. I know, next time. We can't express how grateful we are for your involvement and everything you do for us. We love you and we thank you. To Drs. Reich and Marianne Currier, none of this would be possible without your support. We're eternally grateful for your initiative in making this space and program possible. And to the stars of our show, our student leaders, you continue to amaze me every single day. You're the reason I love my job. Seeing you blossom into independent, responsible, hardworking, self-advocating adults is the most rewarding and valuable part of my job. I'm honored to be a part of your journey. Thank you all for joining us here today and celebrating our new home. We're so excited for you guys to see it.
Thank you, Ms. Poole. Next, I would like to introduce Dr. Streit, the Superintendent of the Holyoke Public Schools.
All right, these are tough acts to follow. Everybody was dressed up in their suits and welcoming me here today. But I do want to, first of all, I think it's pretty fitting that the sun has come out for this event today. And I know there was worry about rain, but this is truly I think, important and special moment for the Holyoke Public Schools. I want to just, there's so many people to thank, but I want to thank a few key people that have been part of this journey in transforming this program over the last few years. And there's many adults who are, and young people who made this possible. But I want to start by just beginning by thanking Sherry Elander. Where is Sherry? She's here somewhere. Okay. A few years ago, we asked around, where's the strongest transition program in the state? And we learned that it was right in Westfield. And we first tried to steal Sherry. But then after she told us that wasn't going to happen, we just sort of we picked her brain. And boy, was that a great move on our part. It was the start of a really important relationship. And she gave us much more than we ever anticipated in helping us, Marianne Currier and myself, really envision what this program could be. and she provided a really strong model. So I want to really thank her, and I'm so proud that she's here today. I do want to also thank Rebecca Burks, and I want to thank her because it's important to have strong community and parent voice, and she was one of the first people that made me aware that there was a need for improving the quality of transition services in the district. And her advocacy was, and no one is more relentless and more committed to the young people of this community. And I am grateful for her. There were times I wasn't grateful, but when I look at what's been accomplished today, she is a significant part of why we're all here today. So I want to give her a huge round of applause. I know, I'm sure she doesn't like to be noticed, but it's important to call out the people that have made impact. I do want to also recognize Marianne Currier, because when she started, when we begged her to come back as a special education director a few years ago, this was one of the first things on our plate. And as much as I know she was juggling a lot of different things, I was very insistent that this is something we had to tackle. And we moved the program from, if those of you remember, it was a couple small classrooms at Dean to where Square One was, to where the Holyoke Health Center is, and we really didn't have a plan for where we were going to go. We knew we had temporary space, and Marianne's just been a huge supporter of this program. Was able to build the team that you see here today, and I want to thank Marianne Currier for her leadership as well. And then there's two more people to thank, and then I'll pass the mic. Kelsey Poole has been an inspiration from the moment she's been hired. I mean, she came in, I don't know if she knew what she signed up for. It was a daunting task to rebuild and really to revision an entire program. And in my wildest dreams, I could never have expected that we'd land here as quickly as we did under the leadership of just a dynamo. Nothing gets in her way. She's persistent, but respectful in her persistence, and above all, she's resourceful, and she has been a tremendous advocate for young people and the students here. So I want to thank Kelsey. And finally, and most importantly, I want to thank the students. Because I have gotten a chance to get to know this group of students because they're my neighbors. I see them when I'm walking between City Hall. They're in our building often. I've been to basketball games. I know these young people by name. They are truly pioneers. And I think Sherry may have had the best program in the state. Holyoke Public Schools is coming right behind, and I want to be the best, and that's because we have the best young people in the state of Massachusetts living here, and the best people in this young people in this program who have really set the bar really high. And what you are doing is we are committed to creating workforce learning experience for all students in the Holyoke Public Schools. But this is the program that's doing it best right now. And to just hear the names of the people that you're partnering with and the experiences that you're providing the young people who attend, all of you that are in this program are leading what we hope is an experience that all Holyoke Public School students and at Holyoke High North, at Dean Campus, Opportunity Academy, and here in Transitions have, to be truly prepared for life after the Holyoke Public Schools, whenever that is. So I want to thank you for being a true inspiration to all of us. I'm glad that most of you are Red Sox fans and Patriots. And my favorite trip that you took was to the Patriot Rally this year. And I'm disappointed that I see a Jets shirt in the background, but I'm going to just block that. I'm just pleased to know that the majority of the students are Patriots fans in this group. So I'm going to end on that note. Congratulations. This is a really special day for all of you. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Shrike. Next on our program, we have Marianne Currier, the Chief of Pupil Services, to say a few words.
Good afternoon, everyone. It is so good to be here. It is hard to follow both Ms. Poole and Dr. Reich. They have echoed so many thanks that I want to share today. I am going to echo a few because without these folks, this program wouldn't be where it is today. And I remember those conversations that Dr. Reich and I had just a couple of years ago. Marianne, we've got to do something. We've got to do something for these young people. They deserve more than being in a school-based setting. They need to be out. They need to be in the community. And it's our students that really helped give that a voice. I want to acknowledge those students that are not with us, that have already turned 22, have aged out of the program over the last couple of years. They were such an amazing inspiration for us. They were the ones that helped lead this work. They talked to us, they told us what they wanted, what they were looking for. So we really respect the students that have come before our current students, and especially our students that we have in the program now. I just want to highlight a little bit of the work that they have done, that have inspired me to do my job and do my job better. The students that are sitting here today that we just cannot be so proud of. Students that have stepped up and volunteered for our Special Education Parent Advisory Council. We had one young lady come and actually present to the SPED PAC ideas that she had come up with for a holiday event. So this was work that this student had done, had gone through all of the planning, was able to come and make a proposal to a room full of adults that she really didn't know, and that just goes to the credit of the work that she was inspired to do and the work of all of the adults here that continued to work with her, to motivate her to do her very best. And that's the work that we see every day. This is my happy place. So whenever I'm having a bad day or a down day, this is what I look forward to, coming here to visit, because I get to sit with all of these young people and have conversations. And they are honest. They tell us what's working, what's not working, what they want to see, and what they want to get out of this program. And that's what it's all about. It's not what we as the adults feel should be happening. It's about what our students are telling us that they need to become successful adults. And they are doing it. They are not shy, they are not afraid, and they tell us every time what's good, what's not good, and what we need to fix. So I appreciate every single student that is sitting here today, so I would like one huge round of applause for all of the students. Our inspiration, and you're the ones that make us do a better job. So keep doing what you're doing. Keep welcoming the new students. We're going to have several new students that are joining us next year, so keep doing the work that you're doing to welcome them and help give them the voice so they know what this program is all about. I also really appreciate that we have a number of what I like to call our junior volunteers. We have several students that are here in the audience today that attend some of our high schools, our K-8 schools, that come here as often as they can to volunteer, to learn from the program. So we love that our older student leaders are true role models for our younger students, both in the buildings that we talked about, but here at the program as well. So it is such an inspiration to see how many lives that they are able to touch, and that they can really be such an inspiration to so many young people on what you can do, and that you can really set your own course and set your own path. So this is what this Transition Academy is all about. This is the work that's being done every single day. We are so glad you're all here to see so many families here today, that you've seen the work that's been happening. You see it at home with your children, but to see everybody here, to be able to meet, to talk, to see all of the great work and really highlight it is just such a joy for all of us. So thank you all for being here, and I can't wait for you all to see what it looks like inside for those of you who haven't. So thank you so much for being here.
Thank you, Ms. Currier. Ms. Jazab will now have some remarks this afternoon.
Good afternoon. I'm Liz Jazab, and I'm here, a teacher here in the Transition Academy. I am honored to be speaking this afternoon at this wonderful event. We do have a sign in our place, in our foyer, that reads, "This is my happy place." I believe that this sign represents the philosophy of all who come through our doors. Whether it is the students, staff, administrators, parents, therapists, outside agencies, I always hear people say, what a great and happy place we have here at Open Square. The program is built around teamwork. I am so lucky to have such great team players. I am fortunate to have a great director, support from Suffolk Street, and unbelievably dedicated staff that always work to their fullest on behalf of all our students. Gio, one of our students, and who you'll hear in a few minutes, told me that at the Transition Academy, we are all family. I have worked for the school department for 47 years, and I've enjoyed all my years here in Holyoke. There's no other place to be but Holyoke. However, the past few years have been the best. The Transition Academy is my happy place.
Thank you, Ms. Jazab. I am very pleased to announce a good friend of mine who is also in the program, Jiovanni Reyes.
Good afternoon. I am Jiovanni Reyes. I have been enrolled in this program since last April. I had not been enrolled in school for numbers of years. I had many fears and issues at school in the past. Last April, I decided that it was time that I tried to overcome my fears, and I had heard about a program in the Holyoke Public Schools when I went to a transition fair. I set up for a tour at the Transitions Academy and decided that I would give it a try. Since then, I fell in love with the Transitions Academy. It is so different from the other schools that I attended in the past. This place is where I can show who I am and give all students the right to be who they want to be. Ms. Poole has taught me the golden rule, which is treat everyone as you would want to be treated. Presently, I am volunteering at Durham Transportation School Service working in the office. I also volunteer at End Hunger, where we pack bags with food and send to families who need extra food. I am so glad that I decided to return to the school. Last week, I lost my grandfather. I would like to dedicate this speech to him. He would be so proud of me. Thank you.
Thank you, Gio. Ms. Poole has some closing remarks for this afternoon. Ms. Poole?
Can we just give Jamil and Gio another round of applause? I mean, they're just phenomenal. If you knew these two students a year ago, they would have never gotten up here and spoke in front of everybody. I mean, they just have come leaps and bounds, and I cannot express how proud I am of them. So, it's all over now. So I have a little surprise for the students. I've been keeping it, but I think the cat got out of the bag. For my student leaders and my staff, I want to hand out some T-shirts that I hope you're all going to wear proudly. If you want to hold one up, Katie. We decided on, we all voted on a color. Color is maroon. We want it to be different than any other school in the Holyoke district. And then we also voted on our mascot being a chameleon. The reason being is that a chameleon adapts to its environment, and we believe that this creature represents exactly what the student leaders in the academy are aiming to accomplish. So when I call your name, I want you to come up and grab your shirt. I think names are on there. So, here we go. Caitlin Bruno.
All right, Kate.
Adam Nadu. Tyler Gothier. Isander Flores. Melvin Esmaria. Juan Esmaria, I believe he just walked inside. Juan. John Corshado. Dennis Burks. What a trooper. Ryan Baez. And Ronald Baez. Damian Ramos. Jesus Santiago. Carlos Serrano. Carlos. Come on, Carlos. Yeah. Come on. Good job, bud. This way. Carlos up here.
You should have been up there to do it.
He doesn't want it. Maybe later. Johan Torres. Jose Perez. Evan Ortiz. Waleska Ortiz. She's inside. Okay. She's prepping our refreshments. Brian Normandin.
All right, Brian.
Jiovanni Reyes. And our Master of Ceremony, Jamil Acosta. Okay, so now I think it's time we're going to cut the ribbon, right? We're going to cut the ribbon. This is what we've been waiting for. So after we cut the ribbon, we're going to invite everybody to come on in and take a few tours of our space. We have light refreshments. And we have our students that are going to be giving you guys some information, so don't be shy about asking our students what goes on in each classroom, because this is their space, and they know that, and I want them to really own it and be proud of it. So, okay, so we're going to, if I can have all of my students and staff come on up, and we're going to cut the ribbon.
1, 2, 3.
No, this is yours. I know. I don't want to put it down somewhere because it's small. That's great. So, Jasmine.
Yeah, I was just like, do you need help? And he's like, I'm putting it to one kid to do everyone. Boom. So I was like, okay.
My daughter's gonna go.
Yeah.
This is Kibasa.
Yep.
They look good.
Yeah, they look good.